All right, so I'm going to do a quick video on stem and leaf plots. So a stem and leaf plot is just another way to organize our data. It's helpful to see your data in a picture form. So like a line plot, we've got all of our data is shown vertically here. So this is kind of what a stem and leaf plot looks like. So it's kind of like we have the stem here and the leaves over here. So you may or may not have seen them before. So if you look at this right here, so here's my data, it's the number of sit-ups. My stems are my numbers, my data set that are in the tens place. And the leaves are the numbers that represent the ones place. So if you look at this, this is kind of what it means. If you look at the key here, so 3 and then that big long line there means 36. So that means 36. So if you look at this one, this represents 34, 36, 38, 38. Okay, so you can see that there were 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers that were in the 30s, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the 40s, and 4 in the 50s. Okay, I think it'll make more sense when we actually make a stem and leaf plot. So let's make one, and I think it will help you out. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you're going to do kind of like a T-chart. Okay, so this is going to represent our test scores from Friday. Okay, so if you look at this, my data ranges anywhere from the 50s all the way up to 100. So my tens place, my numbers go from 50 to 60 to 70 to 80 to 90 and to 100. Okay, so the numbers on the left represent my tens place. So the numbers on the right are my ones. So this is 50, so 50. 64, I have 64. 75, so 75. 78. Then I go to my 80s. So I had 1, 2, 3 80s. So 80, 80, 80. Those are my 80s. Then I have 81, 81. So I have 2 81s. Then I have 2 82s. Then an 83. Then 2 84s. An 85. 2 86s. An 87. 2 88s. Now we're in our 90s, so I have 96 and 97, 98, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. All right, so that's how I would do it. I kind of think of it as a lazy person's way because they don't want to have to write the 5 every time. They don't want to have to write the tens place like I'd have to write 80, 80, 80. But so all I'm doing is writing out the ones place. Okay, so you would always need to make sure and write a key here, choose whatever number. So let's just say 8 and 2. If it looks like that, that would actually mean that that is a test score of 82. Okay, so the nice thing about a stem and leaf plot is you can easily ask some questions about it. So I could say, like, how many people scored above an 80%, above an 80%. So if I look at this, here's my 80%. So above 80% would be all of these kids plus these and plus that. So above 80% would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 people scored above 80. Okay. I could also say how many kids scored a 75 or less. A 75 or less. So here's my 75. So 75 or less would be my 64 and my 50. So that would be 3 people. Okay. If I wanted to say how many people scored in the 90s, I would just go to my 90s here. So the 90s were 1, 2, 3, 4 people scored in the 90s. Okay. All right, let's try another one. All right, so we're going to look at the temperatures for the month of August. So again, I want to look for it. So if you notice, this data is not in order. So it would be much easier if my data is in order. Okay, so I want to first look at what's my highest and my lowest. So my lowest looks like is, so 62 is my lowest, and my highest goes into the 90s. So my stem and leaf plot, so my numbers go from the 60s to the 70s, to the 80s, and to the 90s. Okay, so I'm going to look at my 60s first. Let's see if that's all my 60s. Yeah, okay. So, which I did not say over here. You'll notice that my numbers on the right side, all of these numbers should be in order. They should be in order. You'll notice I don't have commas, but the numbers should be in order, okay? So let's go back to this one. All right, so my lowest is 62, followed by 68, all right? So next I'm gonna look at my 70s. So I have a 70, 70, I'm gonna look at those next, 70, that one. All right, so my lowest is a 75, then a 76, then 77, and then I have three 79s, Okay, so 79, 79, 79. I had three of them. All right, let's look at my 80s now. So I got a lot of 80s. You know what? I'm going to do my 90s next because it looks like I have less 90s. So I'm going to do the 90s. All right, so 90s, 90, 90. So I only have three 90s. So I have 92, 96, and 97. So whatever's left is my 80s. So I've got 80, and then my 81s, I have 1, 2, 3 81s. And then I've got 85s. 1, 2, 3 85s. And an 87 and an 89. Okay, so I want to title it. So this is August temps. And I want to make sure and write a key. So here's my key. So 7, 8 equals 78 degrees. Okay. I guess I should have really chosen one that's in there. So let's go back and let's make that 79 because there wasn't a 78 up there. Okay, 79 degrees. All right. All right, so what I want you to do is I would like for you to, you don't need to do that. I want you to make a stem and leaf plot of the test scores. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you should have 14 numbers on this side, all right? All right, then I would like for you to find the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. Okay, so I'll be looking for that tomorrow. All right, have a great day.